The Zephyrian armada hung in the void like predatory insects, their sleek vessels glinting with the reflected light of distant stars. Admiral Crickstar's mandibles clicked with satisfaction as he surveyed the blue-green jewel that was Earth through his command ship's viewscreen. After conquering 17 systems, this primitive world would be child's play. Admiral, we're detecting a single vessel emerging from the planet's dark side. His tactical officer chittered nervously. Crickstar's four eyes narrowed. One ship? These humans insult us with such a pathetic defense? But as the vessel cleared Earth's shadow, the bridge fell silent. The human ship was massive, impossibly so. Where Zephyrian design philosophy emphasized sleek efficiency, this monstrosity was all brutal angles and weaponized purpose. Gun batteries bristled along its 5-kilometer hull like the spines of some ancient beast. The designation painted on its side read, UES Prometheus, Titan class. Inside the Prometheus's command center, Captain Mia Rodriguez stood with her hands clasped behind her back, studying the alien fleet with calculating eyes. Her executive officer, Commander Leo Chen, worked furiously at his tactical station. 67 hostile vessels confirmed, Captain, Leo reported, his fingers dancing across holographic displays. Energy signatures suggest plasma-based weaponry, standard shield configurations. Mia's lips curved into a grim smile. They have no idea what they're facing. 10 years we've been preparing for this moment. The Zephyrians had made first contact with humanity's outer colonies 6 months ago. It hadn't gone well. The aliens viewed humans as primitive apes barely worth enslaving. They'd destroyed 3 mining stations as a demonstration before issuing their ultimatum: surrender or face annihilation. What they didn't know was that humanity had been monitoring deep space transmissions for decades. They decoded enough alien communications to understand the galactic community's opinion of Earth. A backwater world with negligible technology. The perfect target for expansion. So humanity had built the Prometheus in secret, incorporating every theoretical weapon system their scientists could devise. Railguns that could accelerate projectiles to near light speed, fusion missiles with yields measured in gigatons, and their crown achievement, the Graviton Lance, a weapon that could tear holes in space-time itself. Incoming transmission, Leo announced. Crickstar's grotesque form materialized on the main screen, his translator rendering his clicks and hisses into accented English. Humans, I am Admiral Crickstar of the Zephyrian Empire. Your single ship is impressive but futile. Surrender now and we may show mercy. Mia stepped forward, her posture radiating confidence. Admiral Crickstar, I am Captain Rodriguez of the United Earth ship Prometheus. You have attacked our people and threatened our world. We offer you one chance. Leave this system immediately and never return. The alien's mandibles spread in what might have been laughter. You dare threaten us? We have conquered civilizations that spanned dozens of worlds. You are nothing but... Leo, Mia interrupted calmly. Fire a warning shot. Low yield, a single railgun spoke. The tungsten rod accelerated to 90% of light speed, passed between 2 Zephyrian destroyers. The wake of its passage sent both vessels spinning wildly, their shields flickering from the gravitational shear alone. The laughter died in Crickstar's throat. That was 1% power from one of our 800 main guns, Mia stated matter-of-factly. You have 10 seconds to begin your withdrawal. On the Zephyrian command ship, chaos erupted. Sensor officers scrambled to analyze what they'd just witnessed. The energy readings were impossible. No species they'd encountered possessed such power. Admiral, his science officer's voice trembled. Their power signatures. They're using controlled antimatter reactions. The energy output of that ship exceeds our entire fleet combined. Crickstar's confidence evaporated like water in vacuum. The humans hadn't been ignoring galactic civilization. They'd been watching, learning, preparing. And they'd hidden their true capabilities behind a facade of primitiveness. All ships combat formation. He began, but never finished. The Prometheus moved. Despite its massive size, inertialess drive sent it dancing through space like a fighter craft. Railguns spoke in rolling thunders, each shot precisely calculated. Zephyrian ships didn't explode, they simply ceased to exist, vaporized by impacts that released more energy than atomic weapons. Leo's hands flew over his controls, coordinating the defensive grid as enemy plasma fire splashed harmlessly against their shields. Missile pods armed, Captain. Graviton lance at your discretion. Not yet, Mia murmured, watching the tactical display. 20 Zephyrian ships were already gone. Deleted from existence with surgical precision. We're making a statement. The Zephyrian fleet tried to regroup to bring their superior numbers to bear. But the Prometheus was everywhere and nowhere, its point defense systems creating an impenetrable wall of fire, while its main guns methodically dismantled the invasion force. Finally, Krigstar screamed the order. Retreat! All ships retreat. The surviving vessels turned to flee, but Mia had one more lesson to teach. Leo Graviton Lance, target the empty space in front of their escape vector. Reality screamed. Where the lance struck, space itself twisted into impossible geometries. A miniature black hole bloomed and died in seconds, its brief existence sending gravitational waves that left the fleeing ships dead in space, their drives overloaded. Admiral Krigstar. Mia's voice cut through the alien commander's terror. You will return to Zephyrian space. You will tell them that Earth is under our protection. Any species that comes here in peace will find friends. Any that come as conquerors? She paused, letting him absorb the devastation. Of 67 ships, only 12 remained functional. We'll find only death. As the battered Zephyrian fleet limped toward the system's edge, Mia finally allowed herself to relax. Leo stood from his station, exhaustion evident in his features. Think they'll spread the word? He asked. Mia nodded slowly. They will. And when the galactic community realizes humanity isn't prey but a sleeping giant they've awakened, she turned to face her crew. We'll be ready for whatever comes next. The Prometheus stood sentinel over Earth, humanity's first and last warning to a galaxy that had underestimated them. In the depths of space, word spread quickly. The humans were not to be trifled with. They had teeth.